Hey everyone, it's Deb here from Deb's Greenhouse, and we've got today's top 5 plants. We are going to start out with this beautiful sunflower. This is a continuous blooming sunflower, and it is called Sunfinity Double Yellow. So look at that, it has that teddy bear look in it. Now these new continuous blooming sunflowers, they're going to max out at about 2 feet tall, and they're going to get really bushy. They're going to bloom and bloom and bloom and bloom and bloom. Tons of flowers the entire summer. Now, to keep them super happy, keep them well hydrated, they drink a lot of water. They also love the full sun. So part sun all the way to full sun for best results, and just a big pot or in the ground, in the landscape, and lots of water. We have to water these 6-inch pots now that the sunflowers have gotten a little bigger, at least every day, sometimes twice a day. So consider that. Put it in a bigger pot so that when you water, you can water it really heavy, and it'll be good for a couple of days. So you're not watering every day. But yeah, that is just such a pretty bloom. We have 2 more varieties of these in stock, and they just are such a neat plant to have, that they're not 6 feet tall, and you can use them in a large planter or in the landscape. Our next item for today's top 5 doesn't look like too much, but they're fully rooted now. And we actually snipped them off so that they would branch really well. These are bells of Ireland. So if you like cut flowers, this is going to get 2 to 3 feet tall, beautiful giant spikes with a lime green flower, and grow it in part shade all the way to full sun. It can go in a large planter or in the landscape. Bells of Ireland. So another one that makes a good cut flower, doesn't look like anything right now, and you might see something like this in the greenhouse and think, why would I buy that? Well, this is a Dara, or it's also called a wild carrot. These are gorgeous. We had these last year in the secret garden, and they got 3 to 4 feet tall. Beautiful flowers. These are grown for cut flower bouquets. They did fantastic, and they were quite sturdy. They didn't fall over in the wind in the flower bed, but I think that extra height in a planter might be enough to do it in. And then you wouldn't really see the flower because the flowers face upwards. Like if you look down on it, you see the flower. Lots of flower spikes and variety of colors in those mauves, cream, white, and purple shades. Very pretty, and we have lots of these in stock. Grow the Dara in part shade to full sun. Our next item is an osteo or Osteospermum. This is Gelato strawberry. It has a really pretty flower, and it's got a ton of buds coming on it here. Osteos are a plant that open in the sun and close in deep shade or at nighttime. So you want to make sure you plant them somewhere that they get hit with light first thing in the morning, and they're not going to be like stuck in shade for a couple of hours during the day because they could close up a bit. Now they don't mind it cool, so it can be somewhere that's not the hottest spot but gets light. We have lots of different colors of osteos in stock, and some people call them a summer daisy. They are super cute, and they are super cold hardy. So we have some that have been outside for a couple of weeks, and with our petunias, super cold hardy. They actually like it. They get very compact when they're that way. And the osteos can bloom right into November here in Alberta, which is really cool. Our final item for today's top 5 is nasturtiums. Our nasturtiums are finally ready. This is our jewel mix, and nasturtiums are super cool for a couple of reasons. One, you could plant a couple of these pots in a whiskey barrel and it would fill up the whole thing. They get really big. They're very luscious and get quite huge, these plants. They have this super pretty leaf, and they're kind of scraggly now because they're freshly transplanted in these pots, but they're very full plants once they kind of get settled in. These blooms, not only are they vibrant, but they're also edible. They have a real radishy flavor to them, so super cool to add to salads and dishes where you'd want to add a radish flavor. I didn't know that, and when I ate it one time, I did it the first time I ever ate when it was on a live video, and it was super funny because I didn't know what I was getting myself into. Hey everyone, it's Deb here from Deb's Greenhouse. I have got some beautiful nasturtiums. If you need a spot of color, these are gorgeous. And something super cool about nasturtiums is that the blooms are edible. Take a look. So it kind of tastes like radishes. They're a little spicy. Really cool. So if you need something to spice up your garden, maybe spice up your salad, Come take a look. But even to decorate on cakes and stuff, you can, just because they're so beautiful. We have, I think, 4 different varieties of these. The Jewel mix has different tones, but we have more nasturtiums in stock and they're ready to go. So thank you for watching today's top 5 plants. We'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.